Alright people, this Lion character, how do you guys want to do this? How do you want to balance them out? Strengths, weaknesses, counters, what's going on here? Talk to me. So, he doesn't really have any of that. The enemy team just is, we were just thinking if they didn't move, it would just work like that. We didn't really integrate him with anybody else. So you're telling me our third tracker character has no hard counters, can see the enemy team if they move, can stun lock the whole enemy team if they don't move, and he doesn't have any hard counters? Why would you implement that? That's not balanced at all. Well, there's always mute and not moving. Yeah, there's mute. There's mute and not moving. Johnson, we already know how this works. We already have two other trackers in the game. Jackal has a global tracking ability that is countered by Kivera. Dokkaebi has a global tracking ability that's countered by Echo. We already know how this works. We gotta think of something else here, buddy. Yeah, I'm not really prescribed to that old school way of thinking. I know that that's a tried and tested way of doing it, but I think I'm trying to do something here a little bit different. Mute jammers and not moving. Johnson. Yes, sir. Pack up your bag and get the I have the solution to the problem, and the solution has existed in the game for a very long time. Make Vigil immune to Lion the same way Cav and Jackal play against each other and are immune to each other. Let me start off by saying, Lion's not the problem. I don't think he's the problem. I didn't have a problem with his gadget. I think that they kind of have balanced him out with his nerf, and I understand why there was a lot of backlash. I get it. I like Lion. I think he's a useful character. I don't have anything against him. I don't hate Lion. I like Lion. I like his weapons. I like his ability. I like everything about him. I think he looks awesome. I like Lion. I do not hate Lion. I just want to preface that. The problem is his implementation. Look at all these characters. Look at all of them. You got so many characters in here. They all play off of each other. They all have at least one or two characters that they synergize with, or that they work against. They have opposites. They have counters. They have all this stuff, and they all feel like a unit. They all feel like they were made with each other in mind. There's only a problem. There's two characters here who I feel like were not made for each other when I feel like they could have been. That's Lion and Vigil. Alright? Now, I know what you're going to say. I've heard it a million times, but I have not seen anyone else offer a solution. Unless, now I have a theory, unless Ubisoft is holding out and they have another operator coming down the line that's going to counter Lion, I don't understand why Vigil wasn't made to counter Lion from the beginning. And if I hear one more time, well, that doesn't make any sense with this gadget because it wipes his image from it's a video game. And it's not realistic. This game was never realistic from the beginning. It's a game. It's a game, and I want you to take that out of your head. Take that, how Vigil's gadget is supposed to work, take it out of your brain for a second, and think about balancing him. Because I'll show you later, I captured footage of it, how Jackal and Kivera work against each other. How, let's see here, Echo and Dokkaebi, they counter each other. How you have IQ and how she counters everybody. How Mute basically works against everybody. How Thatcher works against people. How Twitch works against people. How people counter Twitch. How all this stuff all plays together, except for these two. And I feel like it's a completely missed opportunity when you have someone who has a global ability who doesn't have a hard counter. And it just, for some of them, it just seems random. Like for Dokkaebi and Echo, she can't call his cell phone. Just when she activates his logic bomb or her logic bomb, she can't call him. His phone doesn't go off. He's immune to it. I'm not calling for immunity, Vigil to just be straight up immune to Lion. I think of it more as a Jackal versus Cav situation, where they have to time their gadgets together to be able to play this cat and mouse game with each other. And I'm sick and tired of being shot down by people that aren't thinking outside the box, aren't trying to provide solutions, and saying, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense because that's not how Vigil's... It's a video game. It's a video game, and I'm trying to provide solutions, and I get it, and I understand. The only solution that I have seen on Twitter is a petition to get Lion removed from the game. That's not how this is going to work. Alright? And I'm just trying to provide a solution here. I think this is the answer to the problem. Is it perfect? No. Does it make sense in my mind? Yes. Has it worked with other operators in the past? Yes. Why Ubisoft has been particularly silent on this issue? I don't know. I don't know why, I don't think Lion needs a rework. I don't think... I don't know what they're up to. And I think it's a plausible theory that maybe they have somebody coming down the pipeline who is going to be a hard counter to Lion. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just tired of people getting so butthurt and uppity about it because I don't see anybody providing real solutions. And this is something that I feel is pretty important to me because I love the game so much, and I feel like this is something that was missed and that we haven't gotten a real explanation as far as I can tell. Okay, so you see my footprints, right?
You are being followed.
Okay, watch this. If I activate my silent step and I go down these, you don't see my footprints anymore, do you?
No, I don't.
See? I am a hard counter to you, and you're made to be a hard counter to me. But because I have to time my ability with yours, that's how I think it should work with Jackal and Lion. Not Jackal and Lion, Vigil and Lion. Now I don't see him anymore because you activated your thing. And now I see him again. He used to call me on my cell phone. Look at that. Nothing's happening. Echo is a hard counter to Dokkaebi. Like, I'm gonna go... Here's a good example. I'm gonna go Pulse, you go IQ. So I'm gonna use my thing, right?
Yeah, I can see you now. Alright, let me go through here. Don't come outside. Don't come outside. Wow. Yeah, I can see you through everything. Brick walls.
Yep, I can see your heartbeat too. I wonder how far away. Like, I can see you. Did you know that she can pick up Vigil's cloak too?
Oh no! Like,
she
how
can,
though?
If Vigil activates his cloak and he's running around with that on his back activated, she can see it.
I didn't know that.
So you can put those. So say you are running mute to just counter Lion. You would put those in a row, like in a hallway or something, like a high travel area that you wanted to move, and you can move across that whole area. It wouldn't be much, but you can move from one to all four of them, and I wouldn't be able to see you.
Okay, so back to my point is which I've realized, which I guess I care about, would be literally the best people to use on attack right now are Hibana, Finka, Maverick, Thatcher, IQ, Ying, and Twitch. Those are literally the top tier people to play on attack right now.
So,
which is...
I don't understand why people are being so butthurt about Lion lately. It's just getting on my nerves. Like, it's not that bad. They kind of toned him down. It used to be pretty bad, but they kind of toned him down a little bit. And even then, I don't think they should have been as harsh to him as they were. But at the same time, like, they already had something in the game that could have.
Yeah, Lion's up there. Lion's in the B tier. I'm sorry, Lion's in the A tier because S tier. The A tier for Lion, and it's Blackbeard than Lion. Like, okay, he's still viable, but he's not better than Finka. His counterpart, he's not better than IQ. He's not better than IQ, Thatcher, and Thermite. Those are the three people that were there since launch are are top tier or S tier people. Like, come on, how can you complain? How can you complain about Lion? If
Even with how
that's
much they nerfed Twitch, she's sometimes still a better pick.
Twitch is one of the best picks just because of the fact that like her shock drone still takes out, at least if you take out what you have, you attack one person 4 times or one person 8 times, they've already lost 80 health.
Yeah.
If you're a good Twitch player, you can take out 80% of one person's health already. Just like, okay, that team's already down one person.
Yeah.
If you spread it across the team, you're already
if you spread it out, like say you tase one person, you drop one of Mira's black mirrors, you take out a Capcan trap, and you take down a camera. Like,
yeah.
There's 4 things that you've done to help the team.
Yep. You could even use one drone exclusively, take out the cameras before the match start, then use the other drone to start whittling down the health before your team even moves.
Yep.
You're already at an advantage. They don't know where you are at all. But let's see. Hold on. Who's the best on defense right now? The best on defense is Mute, Bandit, Rook or Doc, Smoke and Jaeger. Like that's literally all baseline game people. Like this I hate it when people just come in just like, oh yeah, no, those normal characters that people don't play anymore, like, oh, they're horrible. Like, no, they're so fucking good. I'm horrible because I can't play them. That makes sense. But oh my god, like they're awesome fucking characters. I mean, all the characters are good in their own right. But they're I mean that's just how things are. And tier lists aren't whatchamacallits. Tier lists aren't
set in stone
fact.
Necessarily.
Yeah, they're not fact. Yeah, they're just what yeah. But it's just what people have.
It's like a good idea to see what you're looking at. But no, I just find it hilarious. That stuff never comes up. Okay, like here's a perfect example. People are complaining about Lion because he's too powerful on Bomb. Because the example people pose is that when you're playing Bomb and you plant and then you go hide somewhere and you time your ability so that to the last second when someone is rushing that plant to go defuse it, you activate your thing and you see where you are and you shoot them before they're able to defuse. Right. Here's the thing. You should already have line of sight on your diffuser anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
2. That
is very true.
You know how much effing noise diffusing makes? You can hear it.
Yep.
3.
That thing goes beep,
at the
beep,
last
beep, beep,
few
beep.
seconds of the round, you're gonna know they're gonna make attempt for it anyway.
Yeah, or they're gonna go after you, or they're gonna go after the bomb. You have a
4.
50-50 shot.
Yeah, 4. They have to. If they get rid of you, they still have to go after the diffuser anyway. Even if they wipe the enemy team, they still have to defuse it before they can win. So and 4, it's I don't remember what 4 was gonna be, but I'm like at the same point, like all these things are like, oh well, he's too powerful on this, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, this is already stuff that you should have down already, regardless of if you're playing him or not. If you're going to plant, don't go on the other side of the map. Have line of sight on plant.
Yep.
Be situationally aware. The diffusing makes a hell of a lot of noise, so you're already going to know they're already doing it anyway. Like,